What's good, my fellow Homo sapiens? Today we here with my boy Carl, and we're doing a deck review on his evilswarm deck. So pretty much show me how the deck, what's the cards you have in your deck?
Alright, well pretty much it's standard from the traditional evilswarm deck with a couple of techs of my own.
Oh, okay.
You run the 3 vanillas, 3 heliotropes, pretty much it's going to be your rescue rabbit target, plus it's a 1950 beater. Then you run the marauding captain of death, 3 casters, pretty much he acts like a double summon. When he's summoned, he cannot be Veiler, and you can get 1 additional normal summon of an evilswarm monster.
Nice.
So that's really good.
So he can't be Veiler when he's normal summon?
Yeah, you cannot Veiler on his summon.
Okay.
If you do, then is it because it's a condition and not an effect, so that means you're able to do an additional normal summon.
Nice.
You run 3 Thunderbirds. A lot of people cut this to 2 because it's kind of slow, but I like it at 3 because it helps you with that control so you don't have to explode too early. Pretty much it acts like a wind-up rabbit. Whenever there's a card effect that activates during either player's turn, you can banish it. Then during either player's standby phase, after you use its effect, it comes right back in against that extra 300, so it runs over a lot of 1900 beaters.
Nice.
Then I run triple Kirkion. It's just too good not to run at 3. Pretty much when you have a graveyard setup, when you have 2 level 4 evilswarm monsters in your graveyard, you can use this effect, banish 1 of your evilswarm monsters from your graveyard, and then you can add a different evilswarm monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then you get an additional normal summon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so it's really good like mid to end game or after you already have your graveyard set up.
So that's the money card of the deck,
Yeah,
right?
it's the money card of the deck that just got released in Tachyon. You run double Magadora. Some people boot this at 3, but the thing is, it's only good if you go second because it's the Cyber Dragon effect, and I don't want to get too cloggy. So that's why I run it at 2 instead of 3.
Okay. Can you normal summon him?
You can normal summon him, yes, but a lot of people are using it for his special summon effect to go into your rank 4 like quickly. But if you go first, then it gets kind of cloggy to you. So I think 2 is the perfect number. And like I said before, for the heliotropes, you run 2 rescue rabbits, helps you special 2 non-effect monsters in your deck. So go into your first turn boss monster. I was looking at it later.
Nice.
And you run 2 effect Veilers, stops monster effects.
Oh wow! And there's also a tuner.
Yeah, so you don't really tune with this deck. I mean, there's other players who did, who uses Catastor or whatever, but you really don't need to synchro at all with this deck. Okay. So it's just really good. Onto the spells. You run Rhoda because Caster is a warrior, so you run that. Okay. And I run the Holy Trinity. You run Monster Born, Dark Bowl, Heavy Storm. Okay, the staples of the deck. Yeah, the staples of the deck. Now, a lot of people has a different ratio with this. I run 2 Forbidden Dress because its effect is you can choose 1 monster on either player's board. It loses 600, but it can't be destroyed or targeted by monster effects. So you want to be able to you want to use this to protect your boss monster Ophion. So, but however, instead of running at 3, I run Book. And the reason why is because like a lot of like decks like Prophecies like to use Injection Fairy Lily to run over your monster. So you want to have like an out against, you know, certain monsters like that. And another thing is that whenever you're in a mirror match and they summon Ophion and then you're going to set the pendant, you can say end phase, book it, so that way, you know, you can get rid of their Ophion next turn.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so it's really good. And of course you run the triple Pendemic right here.
Oh, the best card in the deck.
It has like the Forbidden Lance. It's so freaking good.
And you don't have to target one, it just targets all of them.
Yeah, it targets all of them. So like it saves you for a good plays and everything, so that's really good.
Oh, okay.
Let me see, onto the traps. I run 1 Judgment, of course. Okay. 1 Warning. 1 Warning. Okay, now this is my tech. This Dark Illusion, this is my tech versus Safe Zone. The difference between, the reason why I don't run Safe Zone over this is because Safe Zone is only good if your monster hasn't already been targeted. Yeah. This card says whenever your Dark monster already gets targeted, so that means like if someone uses Tsukiyomi or Electric Virus or whatever like that, you can't use Dress. So and Safe Zone because it's already been targeted. Yeah. However, if you use this one, it's a spell speed 3, so that's really good. And plus you can negate the card and destroy it. Nice. So it's really good in the mirror match. It's just really good. Like it's just a very good tech. So that's why I like keep running it too rather than Safe Zone. Double Mirror Force. There's a lot of monsters, especially like dragons, that runs Master Blades, as well as you know, Thought Ruler. So like you want to have an out against cards that can't be targeted. So I definitely like Mirror Force. At first I was against it since it wasn't chainable, but thanks to one of my friends' suggestions, I decided to run it, and it helps out a lot. Nice, nice. double compulse. You don't want to see a Drago sack. Nobody likes to see a Drago sack. So you really want these in your main deck.
So you compulse before they use the tokens?
Yeah, before they use the tokens. It's just really good not to run this format. And also Maestro too. Phoenix Chain is chainable, negates effects. The thing with Ophion, our boss monster, is it can protect itself from spells and traps, but it has a hard time against monster effects. So you want to shut down their monster effects with using Phoenix Chain or Effect Veilers. So I definitely think this is a preferable choice. I did run Bombless, but I didn't like how Bombless is not live if you go second. So I decided to choose these over Bombless.
Okay, smart choice.
Deep Prison, same principle. These are good whether you go first or second. It's true, it's not chainable, but it can get rid of like effects like Drago Set. Like once they swing into it, you can chain Deep Prison or Stardust. You can get rid of it. You know, you want to have effects that if they can't be destroyed, then you can remove them. And for my last trap, I run Infection. Pretty much it shuffles any of your Evil Swarm monster from your hand or your field back to the deck, and you can shuffle to add a Evil Swarm monster from your deck to your hand. So like if you get a vanilla like Heliotrope, you can make that into a Kirkion play by putting him back to your deck, and then you can normal some Kirkion, and once you have your graveyard set up, you can go into your rank 4 exceeds.
Nice.
So that goes in with the main deck.
Oh, okay. And this is the extra deck, correct?
Yeah, this is the extra deck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me go off with the big boss rank 4 monsters. You run Ouroboros, pretty much like, you know, you can use any of these 3 effects. You don't have to use it once. Pretty much you can either bounce a monster from their side of the field back to their hand. You can send 1 card from their hand to the graveyard, or you can banish a monster from the grave. So it's just a really good boss monster, plus it's 2750. Use Shockmaster for like decks that is more leaning towards like a specific type of cards. Yeah. So like for spell books, you can say call spells, and if they don't have a Veiler, it really hurts them. If you go against Murmilch, you say monster effects, that really hurts them. So
nice.
So you definitely want to run cards like that to get rid, you know, to have an easier win.
Shockmaster is a problem.
Yeah, Shockmaster is a problem. You run Gemini Pearl pretty much because like the thing with this is a 26 speeder, so if you're in a mirror match, you can kill an Ophion. Another reason is because like if you use Rescue Rabbit, this time your 2 Heliotropes, and they sign into Rivalry, you want to have an out. So it's also a rock because Heliotropes are rock monsters.
Oh wow.
So you definitely want to use these. I run the boss monster, Ophion. I'll explain more with him. The reason why he is such a good card because like as long as he has a material, Needleplay can spell summon level 5 or higher. So it really hurts a lot of decks like dragons or whatever like that. And you can use his second effect where you can detach a material to add an infestation spell or tracker bring deck to your hand. So if you got if you don't have the Forbidden Lance, which is the Pendament, you can add this in, or you can get the trap card Infection. So
nice.
So that way you can go into more like cooler plays like Kirkion or whatever.
So you can add one of these too.
Yeah, you can. If you already have the graveyard set up, I would just get the Infection. But if you don't have protection against Ophion, then you'll get the Pendament. Nice. It just depends on what you have. You get Bahamut, pretty much is the big guy of the deck. Takes 2 level 4s. You can detach. Yes. You can detach a material to discard 1 card from your hand, and then you can steal one of their monsters. So it's really good, especially when there's monsters is a problem. Okay. You run Thanatos. Pretty much, I use them. Not a lot of Evil Swarm players use them, but I like them because, like, especially in the Constellar matchup, you can detach a material from him, and he's unaffected by any monster effects. It's also especially good.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like, if they want to use like Pilates to bounce up your rank 4 monster, you can keep him on the field by detaching material, and if you have a dress or a book, you can run it over. So it's really good. I also run Nightmare. Nightmare, you mostly only run him in the mirror, pretty much. In the mirror? Yeah, in a mirror, because like, if your opponent special summons a monster or a monster, so if they use Rescue Rabbit, you can just detach one to book both of them. Pretty much you can book and moon their monster so they can't go into their exceeding plays. Nice, so it's really good. I run Ship. Ship gets rid of problems. So
and they pay 1,000. They gotta pay.
They take 1,000.
We split.
Yeah, we split. Yeah, so Ship is good. It gets rid of problems like injection, so it's really good. I also run Maestro. Maestro. Pretty much acts like a Book of Moon. I run Emerald. The reason why I run Emerald, because like since you run 2 rabbits and you only have 1 target, which is the Heliotropes, you want to shuffle them back to the deck. So this will give you like that purpose.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you shuffle them back into the deck. Okay,
so that way you can go into more risky rare plays. You use Lava Law Chain. I'm thinking I might take it out for a Beetle, Key Beetle that comes out in the next set, but pretty much it helps you out getting like, you know, monsters in the graveyard for Kirkion, or you can get like Kirkion to your deck, to the top of your deck, or a Fet Baylor, whatever you need. So it just helps out for setup. You run one Dweller against Dark Worlds or Mermail, shuts down graveyard effects, and run Gaga Cowboy because he wins games.
Nice.
That pretty much concludes my main deck. Side, I run triple Epidemic Virus because out of all the decks I played so far, the hardest match I ever had was Prophecy.
Spellbooks.
Yeah, Spellbooks.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, so
that's an evil card right there.
Oh my god. So like you summon Ophion and like they change a spell, like Judgment, then you wait to the end phase and you just play this, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna win it. These are against Constellars, against Light Monsters effects.
Okay.
2 proper roars. I use these because, especially against prophecies, when they want to use injection, when you battle a monster and your monster is currently lower than theirs, then you can pay life points towards the difference, and you'll gain that difference as well as 300. So no matter what they use, you can run over their monsters.
Nice.
2 Microcosmos shuts down graveyard effects.
So that'll hurt Dark Worlds horrible.
Yeah, Dark Worlds, Jagoonies, Mermails, whatever. 2 deck lockdowns hurts.
Woo!
It's so good.
Hurt Dragon Rulers.
Hurts Dragon Rulers, hurts Prophecies. They can't add cards from their deck to their hand, so no to Judgment and no to a lot of Dragon Rulers effects.
And it's like a Thunder King also.
Yeah, and so they can't special summon from the deck, and they can't add card from their deck to their hand, so it's just really good not to run it. 2 MSTs, you know, just blows up, you know, the spells and traps, you know, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to side into Rivalry, so you want to have outs against that.
Yeah.
And the last card is Mind Drain. Helps out against Mermails, helps out against Dragon Rulers, pretty much shuts down any monster effects that add base in the hand. So it shuts down Gores too. So, and that concludes my deck list right there.
Oh, this is a pretty nice deck, man.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you taking the time to show us your deck build.
Thank you. It's just a lot of test runs, but so far I'm probably going to keep this build. I've been doing a lot of play tests, and so far this is pretty much my most consistent build.
Okay. Well, thanks for giving us your deck build.
Thank you.